Well, I know from some of my NHL experience, some of the buildings you get in, when the lights come on, it's hot. There's that factor too. Now I know the building with the increased crowds, that's a huge factor as well, but there was none of that. Like, you didn't see any, there were no negatives to it. There were no, oh gee, that's too bright, or if there are hot spots on the ice or anything like that, which I have experienced in the past. None of that.
You really see the difference. One end is almost in a bit of darkness compared to the other end, and I think it shows from the players' perspective. They almost feel like they have more energy in the brighter area.
It's a huge difference. You really notice it once you cross the red line. If you're coming from the new lights out to the old lights, it's a huge difference. A lot darker where the old lights are, harder to see the puck, harder to control the puck too. But with the new lights out there and you cross over, it's almost like the sun came out and from behind a cloud or something.
Built in 1927, the Halifax Forum is a historic landmark that has been home to top music acts, prize fighters, and hockey heroes. It's here that hockey legend Guy Lafleur scored his first professional goal. So, needless to say, the Forum holds a special place in the hearts of Canadian sports fans. The Forum Arena floor offers 16,000 square feet of exhibit space with an additional 5,500 square feet throughout the concourse. It features reserved seating for 4,610 plus an additional 1,250 on the floor for a non-ice event. The Forum was in dire need of new lighting, and the goal for Gib Wood and his EcoShift Power Corp team was to create a new lighting game plan for the Forum and to recommend the best lighting system available for their needs.
What we had before were 1,000 watt fixtures. They had an input draw of approximately 1,165 watts. There was 36 of those fixtures on the ice surface, and the recommendation was to come in and replace them out with T8's 6-lamp fixtures.
The EcoShift Power Core team's challenge was clear: to reduce the amount of energy being used without compromising lighting quality. EcoShift Power Core offered the Forum their consulting expertise concerning the installation of a unique high bay lighting system produced by Nidap Luxon of the Netherlands.
The HID Luxon product will give you the same reduction in energy without compromising light quality and maintaining that 50 to 65 foot candles on the ice surface, but still giving you a 50 to 65% reduction.
Nidap Luxon has been in business since 1929 in Amsterdam. They're internationally renowned for their development and manufacturing of sustainable hardware and software solutions that provide superior functionality, higher reliability, and better efficiency for management information processes, electronic controls, and security systems. In addition to reducing costs and increasing lighting capacity in this exciting venue, EcoShift Power Core has a few bright ideas that are a hit with Don Pelham, a local contractor in Halifax, Nova Scotia. With more than 34 years of experience, Don knows what he's talking about. The Nidap Luxon lighting fixtures truly sparked his interest.
Every one of these fixtures have a separate IP addressable attribute to them, and with a wireless radio receiver built in. And the flexibility that this gives you in a facility and as a lighting installer, lighting contractor, and a user of lights, it's just the best thing in my mind for an application such as this. You could have a bank of 500 lights, and you could talk to one of those lights, and you could have it dim up and down, or you could have a group of 20 lights, or have a group of 3 lights, 4 lights, whatever your specifications need to be. And you can design that day in and day out if you have to change for whatever shows, whatever possibilities there are. It's endless as far as the lighting possibilities go.
The HID electronic ballast technology from Nidap Luxon turned out to be the best performing solution. The lighting fixture has a built-in smart box. That is the electronic ballast which enhances the performance of the lamp using far less wattage. Another interesting aspect of the new lighting is bulb maintenance. Typically, the HIDs had an 8,000 to 10,000 hour lamp life. With the Luxon products, bulbs now have a 30,000 to 32,000 hour lamp life. So, in addition to the cost saving and green element of the new lighting, what will it mean for, say, the hockey players?
Based on what I saw, it's the classic no-brainer. It's just The whole experience, the whole environment within the building changes in a very positive way. The participants on the ice in the hockey school situation that I experienced, you know, their energy level went up, their experience was far more positive, and going back and forth between the old and the new, you could really see a dramatic difference. And I don't know, you'll walk into the old lighting and you'll say it's fine, but when you see the new lighting, there's no comparison. That's the way you have to go. There's been such a change in facilities, at least over the years that I've coached. The old facilities are fine. But when you go into a new facility, the new seating, the new concourses, everything, it just, you want to be there, and people don't go to old facilities anymore. This particular situation where I saw the new lighting was new lighting in an old facility, and it just, it brought energy and life to the facility. So it's an environmental thing, actually, for me, in the building. It just changes the environment. So when you're an instructor on the ice in the hockey school setting we were in, it makes your job easier. If you're the participants, we just saw extra energy and more positive participation for them. And if I'm assuming if you're watching from the stands, it's going to be a far easier product to watch.
One of the big challenges we have with the fluorescents in the industry is that fluorescent lighting is considered to be a dispersed type lighting. So the light is actually comes to a left to the right. It does not get thrown down because of the lack of reflectors and the type of style of the lamp. The HIDs have the ability to be able to adjust the reflector so we can change the amount of the beam spread. And what we'll show today is the uniformity on the ice that we're always striving for in the ideal lighting design. So we now have the ability to be able to change that beam spread and manage the uniformity on that ice.
So far, we've shared with you the numerous attributes of installing efficient HID technology within a high bay environment. NEDAP Luxon technology is also making it very affordable with dedicated rebates and an outstanding payback period of only 1 to 3 years. To explain how the rebate program works, we caught up with Gib Wood at his offices in Ontario.
What we do is we offer them a rebate. We get them pre-approved on that rebate, as well as the ability to underwrite the entire project so that we can take the energy savings that they have at the end of the project and apply them towards the capital cost so that they don't have any out-of-pocket expense.
Here are the goals and savings the Forum Arena can look forward to. With the 1,000 watt retrofitted to a 400 watt HID electronic fixture, they can expect $40,368 in annual savings, a payback within 1 year of installation, 58 metric tons of CO2 reduced annually, 16 metric tons of carbon reduced annually, 62 foot candles on the ice surface compared to the 6 T8 lamp solution providing only 22 foot candles. With this new upgraded lighting, everyone is a winner.
One of the things we want to instill in our clients' minds is not only reducing energy, but preventing another environmental footprint from being created from the project. So we encourage them to recycle all their fixtures, the lamps, and the lamps are especially important because of the mercury content. So what we do is we make arrangements for companies to come in and that we can have those lamps taken off and the mercury recaptured, the glass reground, as well as the ballast. They're all stripped down. We take all the copper and all the components are then recycled so that nothing ends up in a landfill site and we don't create a secondary environmental footprint.
After his recent experience with this new lighting technology, we asked Don Pelham to share with us what it was like for him to work with EcoShift PowerCore team and NEDAP Luxon products.
It has been a great experience. We can depend on them for any answers, for any questions that we need to have. Their delivery is always on time. The product is second to none. The manufacturing facility in the Netherlands is top-notch quality. They've just got everything blanketed as far as the needs of the customer.
The players they responded to it, even though they had cages on their helmets and stuff, there were smiles on their faces. You could tell that they were having more fun, and you could also tell by the pace they started to play at. It just elevated their pace in the drills. So they're having more fun. Fun's good.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And thank you for watching.